Hi there, Pisces. Healing Grasshopper here to do your reading for the first week in July, the 1st to the 8th. The Fool, we'll see if that's reversed. And the Page of Cups. See if that's reversed in a moment. Okay, let's just finish this row. You know what? We'll come to the sixth card in a moment. Reverse these two? No. How about the devil? None of them are reversed. Okay. The Fool. We've got you taking the leap to follow your dreams. And in order to follow your dreams, you are leaving something behind. But you do have self limiting beliefs here, which is in the center of your reading. The devil and the Four of Cups are like one and the same here. This is self limiting beliefs. This is doubting yourself, which we all do, right? When we start something new. But do the Piscean thing and focus on this dream. But you know what? We're going to address this fear. Yeah, see? There's more fear. The Seven of Swords. The Six of Pentacles is give yourself a break. Don't be so hard on yourself. Two of Swords. There's a choice that you have to make that is difficult for you. And this choice is probably is uh I was going to say probably related to the Seven of Cups, but of course it's under the Page of Cups here. So this is choose to pursue your dream or not. Okay. And the Four of Cups is like, yeah, you've been ignoring your dream for quite a long time. But the astrological energy right now is probably really nagging you to have another look at those dreams of yours that aren't really dreams, they're downloads. Spirit is calling you to get on with it. Queen of Swords, happy to see her. Queen of Swords, the bullshit cutter, right? But this is her cutting the BS in her own life. You know, a lot of the time we think of Queen of Swords as the one with the sharp tongue. And, you know, I just did an Aquarius reading where I was like, don't come for Aquarius because she will cut you with her tongue real deep. You know, this is, this usually comes in like a conflict situation or something where someone needs to be put in their place or checked or whatever. But no, the Queen of Swords is this is internal work that she's doing in this reading. This is defense of herself. You. There's a lot of doubt here that you have that Spirit is saying, you know, believe in yourself. We'll see if that's reversed. Hmm, okay. Oh, okay. For a moment, I was like, oh, what's the lovers doing here? Yeah, I got it. Okay. Hermit reversed? No. Right. Yeah. The hermit is about following one's own compass, having a connection with spirit, a dialogue with spirit, and working with spirit to move forward. This is about the hermit is saying following your own convictions despite what other people tell you. This is just representing the people in your life. This isn't really the lovers in the conventional sense. And it's almost never the lovers in the conventional sense. The Two of Cups is more the lovers in my readings. Because if you look closely at this card, it has nothing to do with love at all. There are two people here who are, you know, supposed to be engaging with spirit, and you have a whole lot of like temptation and perils and that kind of thing surrounding them. But what's really important is their focus. She's focused upward, he's focused off on the distance. They are not focused on each other. This is just about two people who have been put in some kind of karmic situation. Okay? And karmic doesn't mean bad, it just means like an arena for learning situation. So, anyway, this just represents the people in your life. And the hermit represents you and your own convictions, and that you should be following your convictions. And it's perfect the way he is facing away from the lovers here. There are going to be a lot of people who have a whole lot of opinions about your, us, yes. And I forgot for a moment that we're talking about Pisces. Okay, so Pisceans, you are the dreamers, and you are always coming up with all sorts of kooky ideas, and you are not shy to express them to other people. Like, you know what? I just got this great idea. What if I invent this so and so or whatever? And people are like, oh, whatever, Pisces, it's crazy. Um, and that kind of can chip away at your confidence. And that's part of the reason why Pisces will often kind of turn away from their own ideas because they're always so used to people being like, oh, Pisces, silly Pisces, you know? But what Pisces doesn't realize and the people around them don't realize is that Pisces seems kooky because Pisces gets more than their fair share of downloads. And part of it is an exercise in the receiving of those downloads and the assessment of the downloads. Not all of them are going to be viable, but every now and then Pisces will come up with an idea that will change the world. You know, Albert Einstein was Piscean. Do you know how many times people told Albert Einstein that he didn't know what he was talking about, that he was cuckoo? A million, billion, trillion times, this dude. And he didn't give a damn. He was like, I don't care. I'm still going to trudge away in my lane. And look what he accomplished. Every Piscean has a little bit of that Albert Einstein in him. That's okay. Let people think you're cuckoo. And he even sported the cuckoo hair and everything. It's like, it's okay. People think I'm cuckoo. I don't give a damn. You know, you need to let go. Oh, look at the Four of Cups again. I was just gonna say, you need to let go of this. Like, oh, I'm dumb. My ideas are dumb. I'm just silly old Pisces. Leave that to other people. That's not for you to be thinking about yourself. A Piscean can do great things because no one dreams like you, Pisces. And in the next 20 years, and I'm really gassing you up because it's not a gas up. It's the truth. The astrological energy is all set up to fuel Pisces forward and a few other signs, Aquarius, but Pisces especially. You guys are going to innovate some amazing things in the next 20 years. And not everyone is going to be Albert Einstein, but in your own lives, you are destined to accomplish great things. Stop diminishing your accomplishments and your dreams because they are worth something. And I'm probably going to be continuing to berate you for the next 20 years on this channel to really get you guys to not do this because this is not good. And look, you have the devil next to there. Tell the devil to fuck off and take a hike because you've got to work to do here. The devil is here to talk you out of everything great that you're destined to do. Does not want you to get to your goals. We're going to pat the devil on his stupid little head and we are going to walk forward on our paths to greatness. And we're going to continue to see the devil walking onto our path, trying to talk us out of it, trying to get us to turn around and go back to the stinking thinking. King of Wands, the self-made man, the entrepreneur. The King of Wands does not listen to the peanut gallery. He has an idea, he implements it with confidence. That needs to be you. King of Wands is the Jeff Bezoses and Elon Musks of the world, whether you like them or not. These are the type of guys that march to the beat of their own drummers and just, you know, cause destruction in the path of their opponents and their competition. They don't give any F's at all. And they're continuing to win. This is the energy that you need to have. You cannot be like this. Because you are the King of Wands. You are the Page of Cups innately. Okay? This is Pisces, Page of Cups. This is your natural position in life where you are constantly presented with ideas and dreams. And each of those dreams has its own potential, some of them bigger than others. And the King of Wands loves new ideas, and he knows how to implement them and make them great. You need to transform that Page of Cups into the King of Wands. King of Swords. Yeah, Queen of Swords here too. This is directly responding to what doesn't serve you in your life, which is negative false belief, bad habits. Pisces, in the next few months, you are going to need, and this is a weekly reading, but this applies to, in the months and years ahead. But this week, as it applies to this week, is you paying attention to your thoughts and your feelings about yourself. And if you are observing yourself, talking yourself out of things, and doubting yourself, and thinking negative things about yourself, you're going to need to nip that in the bud. Because that is the devil. They're lies. And that doesn't mean that we don't all have our flaws or our deficits. It's okay for us to recognize our flaws. But our flaws don't define us or restrict us. We're going to focus on our strengths and move towards those strengths. And the flaws we'll deal with along the way. We're not alone in this. At some point you can start delegating the tasks that you're not all that good at. You know, that's fine. You're not supposed to do everything well. Nobody does. Not even the King of Wands. But that doesn't stop him. The Five of Swords is again, this is the fighting, conflict, sparring card. But in this reading, this is about the peanut gallery and also competition. The other thing that I meant to mention to you, Pisces, which is kind of a foreign concept to you, is not to be sharing everything with other people, too, is why this is here. Right? The hermit is alone here. He doesn't have a whole peanut gallery trailing behind him. He's by himself. And again, I know that contradicts what I said before about delegating and stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you have, when you're in your Page of Cups mode of a download, a fresh idea that comes to you. Don't go and bounce it off of other people. You don't need to bounce anything off of anybody. If you like the idea, then start researching it. And Pisces, you're going to have many ideas. So you're going to need to write them down. And you're going to need to assess with this lantern here of yours. You're going to examine each one and see which one is the most viable one to work on now. And you're going to move ahead with it and tell no one. And the reason why I sound annoyed is because I can't stand the peanut gallery. I'm very annoyed at the peanut gallery right now because and the devil, because they're non-productive here. And a lot of the time, this peanut gallery, you have a mix of people who, number one, genuinely love you and they have their own restricting beliefs that they want to impose on you that is not productive for you. They have their own fears, and they try and project those fears. Then there are the frenemies who, some of them know that they're frenemies, who secretly, actively hate you behind your back and would love to do anything to throw a wrench in your mechanism and sabotage you. But then there are the frenemies who are the worst ones, who really don't know that they're frenemies, who, subconsciously resent you and who want you to stay wallowing in the swamp with them. They don't want you to do any better than them. And the ones who are unaware of it are the most dangerous ones, right? So, at any rate, it doesn't matter what type that you're dealing with. You just don't want to hand your ideas to them on a silver platter for them to, shit on. Because those ideas, every single one of them, are valuable whether you implement them or not. Because they are yours. Knight of Pentacles. Know that if you implement something that you're not gonna have instant results. Especially not in this week. This is about this is gonna be more about research than implementing. And the King of Wands is only here for you to climb into that energy. It's not that you're going to be the King of Wands this week, with everything that he has accomplished lying around him. No. But you're going to climb into that entrepreneur, go getter energy. The Empress. Ooh, and the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. And look at the Ace of Swords. Very nice. Reversed, any of them? No. Look at this. This is the Dignity card in my readings. It's almost always, and especially in this reading, the Dignity. This is the Exaltation card, the You Are the Shit card. You are the man, you know? Don't forget that. Don't forget who you are. Queen of Pentacles is related to the Emperor. She's got very much the same energy, but this is about stability and the ability to produce material abundance in your life. The Ace of Swords are your ideas. You're going to get here from your ideas. Okay, Pisces? You badasses? And I will continue to call you guys badasses because you are until you really fully climb into that persona because that's who you are. But right now, you don't believe that about yourself. You know what I just thought of? If any of you have ever seen The Wiz, one of my favorite movies, um, there is so much allegory in this movie. Is the takeaways from the movie, things to learn from in this movie, just like The Wizard of Oz. It's like the black version of The Wizard of Oz. If you haven't seen it, you should go see it. It's a really great movie. Michael Jackson's in it, and Nipsey Russell, not Hustle, Russell, where Nipsey Hussle got his name from. Um, and oh, so many people. Diana Ross. I mean, it's a great movie. Okay. Anyway, I am thinking of the Michael Jackson scene. Michael Jackson is the scarecrow, and he has these crows around him, and they sing the song called You Can't Win, right? And the scarecrow is really smart, right? And he's reading all these bits of newspaper that he's stuffed with. And, he's telling the scarecrows all these interesting things. And the scarecrows are like, you're so dumb. Doesn't mean anything. And you'll never be anything. And this is very much reminds me of that scene. And they're telling him over and over again, like, you can't win. And the poor Michael Jackson scarecrow is like, oh, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm silly. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to spend my whole life perched in this cornfield and I'm never going to go anywhere in life. That this is you because The scarecrows the crows in your life keep telling you so. And I'm not supposed to curse, but I don't care in this reading. Fuck those crows. You are going somewhere. I promise you. And these cards are screaming it out to you. And here's the universe handing you the sword over and over again. You need to pick up the sword and do something with it and turn it into a wand and turn into this badass king of wands because that's where you belong. Damn it. I'm totally yelling at you guys now. But I don't care. Let me yell at you. Let's go, Pisces. I'm in the cheerleader section with my, megaphone yelling at you. Let's go. Okay? I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. Tell me what's on your mind. You don't have to tell me about your idea, right? Because we're going to be the hermit. But tell me how this resonates. Okay? It's very encouraging for me. I love to hear from you guys, and I don't do answer every single comment because I love my viewers like I can't express. It's so endearing and encouraging to see a comment from you guys. I can't tell you. I love it so much. Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe, please. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's been a little slow lately, so every single subscriber means the world to me. Thank you in advance. Okay, my Pisceans, I will speak to you soon. Love, light, and many blessings.